Hey there, home gymist. Did you start your gym journey only to realize that you don't have some key essentials? Or are you just getting started and want to make sure that you can skip past the, oh, I wish I would'ves? All right, well, you're in luck because I'm unveiling my 3 absolute must-haves that I wish I had when I got started. These 3 game changers are going to drastically revolutionize your home workout. Let's get into it. Hey there, home gym fans. I'm Cameron Crocker, and I'm so pumped to have you here on my channel. Fitness isn't just a pastime for me, it's a burning passion. It has completely transformed my life. You see, not too long ago, I was battling with being massively overweight, which then I became extremely self-conscious. So going to a local gym just wasn't a thing I was gonna do. That's when my amazing wife came to me and said, why don't we just start our own home gym? And to me, that was her way of saying, let's do this together, because we've done this together since we met. See, my wife and I met at a gym. It just made sense that long-term, 8 years later, we'd start our own, right? So come along with me as I unveil the 3 game-changing pieces of equipment that I wish I had when I started. Now, I will say, these are not budget-friendly options. These are just the 3 that I wish I had when I got started because they really revolutionized the way I was working out at home, and it made it more possible for me to lose that 120 plus pounds I've lost so far. All right, let's jump into the first one. But real quick, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I will be going over our budget-friendly options and more content later on and how to maximize the space that you have in your current home gym. We started in a basement, moved to a small garage, and now we're in a kind of big garage. I'll teach you how to maximize your space. I'm excited to have you guys here. Let's jump into the first one. All right, let's dive into the first game-changing piece of equipment. And it's not what you think. We're talking about dumbbells. Now, I know everybody's like, well, of course you need dumbbells. But let me explain a little bit more. When my wife and I first started our home gym, we started it with the concept of less is more in a sense. And so we started with just 2 sets of dumbbells. It wasn't long before we kind of figured out that that wasn't enough. For example, we started with some 10s and a set of 25s. She's a little bit smaller than me, I'm a little bit bigger. We figured that at least gets us a good pump, right? Wrong. That inherently slowed down our progress in a few ways. First, it eliminated the ability for her and I to work out together on certain days. Because we only had 2 sets of dumbbells, it made it so like there wasn't really a whole lot we could do at the same time. Second, it was kind of demotivating. Truth be told, if you're not pushing for progress, it's really making it stale. And 3, overall, it's not a one-size-fits-all option. Really, if you have dumbbells, they need to be kind of a wide variety, right? So with those problems in mind, we started shopping around. We looked at like Dick's Sporting Goods, Academy of Sports, a retailer out in the mountains. Like none of them really seemed like bang for your buck, I guess. Especially coming out of COVID at that time. So weirdly enough, we found the set that we liked on Amazon. These were a great option, these hex head dumbbells on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description below. Dumbbells became an essential part of everything we did, and I think that's why they're one of the bigger game changers. Let's move into the second one. 30, 35, 40, ugh. Number 2 on the game changers list is the squat rack. I wish I would have had this from the start. When my wife and I started this, we originally started in a basement. So it didn't seem all that practical to have a 6-foot piece of equipment in there. And so we kind of just danced around with the idea of we'll just do free weights and no squat rack. Well, not having a squat rack did not go well. And I think that you could probably figure out a few of the reasons, but let me explain to you real quick. Well, the first major flaw revolved around squats. Free weights, when you're doing like a back squat, it's very hard to drop your weight, move your weight, or whatever if you don't have a squat rack. Now, if you have the bumper plates, you could probably just drop them off your back and it not be a big deal. But we were on a concrete floor, didn't have bumper plates, and so dropping them would not have gone well. The second major flaw was we really didn't have a way of utilizing plates for any of our core lifts, and not just squats, but also like bench press. Any variant of bench press, in order for us to put the weight down, we were on the floor. So when we started shopping around, we actually initially started with a Smith machine variant. So I'll link below the Smith machine that we originally used. I liked it a lot more than the ones that have like the cable attachments on it. I didn't really like the cable attachments, and I'll show you why here in a second. Smith machines aren't the only option. If you want something different, you can go with a standard squat rack like this. You can go with a two bar squat rack where you could put it in. We did actually go to that after I sold the Smith machine in 2021. We got offered more money than we paid for it, and I'm kind of a capitalist, right? So I sold it, and then I couldn't get another one. So I really should have planned that better. So we just bought one of those 2-bar ones. You just put their weight on it. It worked just as well, especially being in the basement. We have then now upgraded to this heavy duty squat rack. And that's a great option, but I think I'm still gonna buy a Smith machine here soon. All right, so now that leads me to my final piece of equipment, and we're gonna go over there now. Holy crap, guys. It's like 90 degrees outside, and I don't have my air conditioner on in the shop yet. And so it's like 100 degrees in here right now. And so I'm sweating just a little bit, just making this content. That's insane. This leads me to my final of the 3 pieces of game-changing equipment that I wish I had when I got started, which is the corner cable machine. Now, this is a pricier option, and this is something that we took a while to get, but be sure to subscribe because we'll go over more budget-friendly options and things that we did from point A to point now where we are. Okay, so this piece of equipment is the exact one that I've had since the start. It has not changed, and it hasn't been even really messed with since we got it. This has been the most versatile piece of equipment that I wish I had so much sooner. At first though, I was skeptical when we were getting ready to buy one. I thought it might tip over or something. It just didn't look that sturdy. But as I started evaluating the space that we had available, I started kind of noticing that there wasn't much room for something like that anyways. And I needed an option where I could work out in one spot and do multiple things while maybe my wife was doing stuff with dumbbells or free weights, and we weren't constantly running into each other. So we circled back to this piece of equipment, and we really thought, okay, shoot, let's just give it a shot. There's not really anything else available. It's been a couple years, and at that time, this was the only unit that we could find that didn't use free weight. So this option gave us incredible versatility, and let me go over a couple ways that it did that. As you can see, it's got multiple attachment options. And what I really like about that is I'll roll some of the clips here, but I like that when you go to attach it, it's simple to attach. I like that it rolls real nice with the cable system. With that, the variety of lifts included, I can do bench press, I can do biceps, I can do triceps, we can do rows, seated rows, upright rows, we can do shrugs, legs, you can do leg curls, leg extensions. I mean, the possibilities are limitless with this piece of equipment. I've spent thousands of dollars on my home gym, and we have a ton of options, and hands down, the corner cable unit is by far my favorite. Top of the versatility, it's also got weight racks that go up to 200 pounds on each side. When we bought ours, it came with some of our attachments. We've since upgraded and gone a different way with a lot of the attachments, but it was really nice that this original unit came with it. I'll also put the link in the description for this one so you can see if you like this and you want to go this route. I believe they still have options that come with some of the attachments. Now, I will say that these are just a few of the reasons why I love this piece of machinery, but I will go ahead and warn you, it is pretty expensive. Hey, I get it. Investing in not cost-effective equipment can seem very daunting at the beginning, especially if you just got started working out or if you're on a tight budget. That's why I'm committed to bringing you more budget-friendly options, great workout options, as well as a community where you can be successful in all of your fitness goals. So wrapping up, those are my 3 essential game-changing pieces of equipment that I wish I had when I first got started. Never underestimate the power of having the right tools at your disposal. I'm so excited that you guys stuck around, watched the whole video. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.